That is new music from Taylor Swift called Me. Brendan Urie there too. 102.7 Kiss FM.
Yes.
Just announced that Taylor will be at Wango Tango. And look at the phone ringing. It's Taylor Swift. Good morning, Taylor.
Hi. Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm so good, and it's so good to talk to you. Yeah, the new song and video are out, and it just feels really great to have such amazing feedback from the fans and have them combing through the video trying to figure out details.
No, Taylor Swift. Taylor. You are like the brain teaser the teacher would give me in school. There's all of these, I know they call them Easter eggs, but like there's almost too much for me to decipher, you know?
Yeah, there's so many little clues in the video, and some are clues that are immediately revealed to them, and then there's kind of different levels to the crypticness. Some of the symbolic references they'll understand in like a couple months, and then some they'll get like when they really go through the album, like some are lyric references. It's just a whole thing, but it's really fun to put that stuff together because I've been doing stuff like this for like 15 years. On my first album, I started off with capitalizing letters in my lyrics book, and then when people put together those letters, it spells out a code. So they liked it, so I just kept doing it.
But just to understand the DNA here of your brain, so you're obviously very clever, but do you ever say, okay, I'm going to go obvious because they're going to think I'm being clever, so I'll go counterintuitively backwards? Because I'm trying to figure out some things for this next album. I need to know the answer to that.
Yeah, definitely. It takes a lot of planning, and really, like, it's just basically a flex on planning. Like, this is how far ahead of things I planned this album. But it's also just a way for it to become more of an experience rather than just. I think that so often music can just be so ephemeral these days. Like it comes out and we talk about it for like a second and then we move on to the next thing. And I think it's fun for us to create an event and kind of put an experience back into just, a song or a video. That's what I'm trying to do, is make it more fun for them to talk about, to think about.
And it is.
Yeah, and they're awesome about it. So I guess as long as they have fun with it, I'll keep doing it.
So we've got Lover, awesome. You said awesome. You just said awesome. Wait, you just said awesome. Hold on. Did you just say? Is that? Tell me, does the title of the album rhyme with possum?
Oh my gosh. I'm definitely gonna tell them everything about the album in due time.
Does it rhyme with kaleidoscope? So you're going to be opening the Billboard Awards, which is very exciting.
Yes.
It is exciting. I've been in rehearsals all week. It's really, really exciting. And it's also so much fun with this song because the song is it's just such a celebration, and it's just so playful and mischievous. So that's been one of the most fun elements of creating the performance, too.
Well, the video has had, 65, 70 million views, and our own Tanya was very excited too. I am not a good mover. I don't know if you know that about me. So I couldn't partake in the dancing that she did.
No, but she made like a whole music video.
But she did, and I think that you commented on it, and she's not.
Oh yeah, I commented on it. It's the most adorable thing ever. And it's also like, you guys, like, the wardrobe is matching. That's like a really, really nice house you're in.
Hardwood floors.
I have to say, I have listened to this song on repeat. Literally, I think and I'm not even exaggerating, 1,000 times.
Really?
Yes, Taylor, it is so
Thank
fantastic.
you.
I feel like everything is right in the world again because we have new music from you. And like I'm living through it, and I just feel like I've been living through your music for so many years now, and every single time you come out with something, it like speaks to me at that moment, and I'm just so grateful for me. I just feel like it's the perfect song for right now.
Thank you so much for saying that. That means a lot. That's so sweet of you to say. And literally, like, my heart just starts beating so fast when people say things like that, because I think the main purpose of this song, like when I thought of this melody, I was like, okay, this is one of those melodies that like we could do so much with this, and it's so catchy that like, what do we want to get stuck in people's heads?
Yeah,
and
that's a good point.
What I wanted was to make people happy about themselves, because I think right now this is such, literally everyone is so, we're all just so neurotic and insecure and anxious about things, you know, like, and I think that we can, you know, I think there should be like a way for us to kind of like have a song stuck in our head that reinforces the fact that we're individuals, we're different. And obviously there are a lot of songs about I'm special, but I hadn't heard one recently that was about I'm special because of who I am. You know, there are examples where you can find someone being like, I'm special because of how I look. I'm special because of what I can buy or whatever. And there's definitely a place for those songs. But I think there's also a place for a song that's like, no, it's who I am. It's intrinsically my individuality that makes me irreplaceable, not anything else. So thank you so much for saying that.
You should know that Wango Tango, Taylor is going to be there. This is her first Wango Tango for us. She's done Jingle Ball, but not Wango Tango. And there was a young student that lives in Iowa, Taylor, that called into this show a few weeks ago, and she just said that like she is trying to do her own show there for a college radio station, and she listens to this show on a regular basis, and she just called in to say that, and it was great. And then I said, well, if there's one person that you in the town of, I think it's Dubuque, Iowa, if there's one person that you would want to ask a question to, who would it be? And she said your name. And at the time, I wasn't sure if we'd talk to you, hoping we would. And I said, if I ever get her on the line, I'd love to patch you together to ask her one question. And she's on the phone. Could I let her ask you something?
Yeah, of course.
Let me grab her here. Audrey?
Hey, Ryan, how's it going? Hey, Taylor, how's it?
Hey, Audrey.
It's such an honor to talk to you. I don't know if you remember me, but I reached out to you when I was in high school, when I did high school radio, and you were busy slaying it on the Red Tour, which, by the way, that was awesome. I've seen 3 of your concert tours. But, yeah, it's just been a crazy journey with my radio stuff. I'm a student at Loras College, which is a small private school in Iowa, and honestly, right now it's raining, and you're brightening up my day. Seriously.
Oh, congratulations on everything with your radio show. That's awesome. That's awesome.
So my one question for you, I think a lot of people want to know it, is what are you the most proud of in your career? Your career is, you're lucky for 13 years now, and you're about to put out another album. What is the one thing that just stands out to you that you're the most proud of?
Wow. That is such a good question. That's such a good question. I think that what I'm proud of is having a consistent, really wonderful relationship with the fans who have put me here, getting to do the job that I love. Because I think that reminding, I don't ever have to be reminded. I'm reminded every single day that you guys are literally the only reason why I get to do something that I love so much. And I think that a lot of the time people can lose sight of what got them where they are. And I think that that's something that every day since I started doing this, I've made sure to remind myself, you never, ever forget the people who got you here. So thank you for saying that.
I will say that when I took my aunt and my mom to your Chicago, the first Chicago show of the Reputation tour, and the one thing that really stood out to the 3 of us, the minute we walked into Soldier Field, was the engagement from your merch stand to the videos that you would see to the pre-show playlist. You had everything planned out, and I think that
thank you so much for noticing the planning.
And the pre-show playlist.
Yeah.
You have no idea how happy that makes me, because I really feel like we have the opportunity to create a party. When we plan a tour, we try to plan every single element of a person's day. And so it's that that's validation you have no idea. I really appreciate you saying that.
And I also will say, when you played our song, I was sitting in the section across from that B stage, and when you said this is a song I wrote in 9th grade, I looked at my mom and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the one song that I haven't heard yet.
Audrey, you are the best. Thank you so much,
you are
Audrey.
The best.
You take.
I also want to ask Taylor. I'd love for you to listen to my show if you want to. I can definitely send the link to Ryan, and I'll play any song you want. I know you love VIPs and About a Girl, but I forget the band. But I was listening to your video blogs from like over the years, and I'm like, I'm gonna play those for Taylor.
I will make sure
You're
that
the
we get her the
best.
link. All right, Audrey? You
Okay, I love
take
you,
care.
Taylor. You're
Keep
the
your
best.
spirit
Thank you.
alive.
Love
Bye,
you. Good
Audrey.
luck with everything.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, that was just that's what it's about,
best.
right?
That
Isn't that what
warms
it's
my
about?
heart.
He's the best.
Thank you so much for calling today.
Yes.
We will see you on June 1st at Wango Tango, and we'll be following the puzzle. So
You guys better cater the whole day for them. You better pick a pre-show playlist
I know,
and all that stuff.
I know. You're making me feel complacent.
Thanks so
Take
much
care,
for
Taylor.
talking to me and for everything over the years. You've always been such a great friend. And, yeah, I'll see you at Wango Tango. I'm really excited.
We are too. You're the best, Taylor. Thank you again.
We'll see you then.
See you soon.
Thanks, guys, and thanks for the dance video.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, great. Taylor Swift there. Wango Tango. Tickets on sale to Kiss Club VIPs Thursday morning at 10.